Hi, I'm Christina. K KristinADeluise. I like to read in honor of Victoria Thompson's Gaslight series with Sarah Brandt and Frank Malloy. I'm trying to learn sign language, and I'm doing really bad. But so Picard's coming up. I don't know if I'm a book series. I like series. I like to read series. I like to watch series. Of course, most of it's on Paramount Plus, Sci-Fi, maybe Downton Abbey, maybe something like that. But I don't watch TV anymore. Confession, it's just too depressing. But I do watch my Stargate, my Stargate Continuum, and Stargate Atlantis, and I love all those. Window of Opportunity, 1969, Daniel Jackson with the Crystal, the King Arthur's Mantle in the later seasons, Hallowed be the Aurora. Alright, so today, let's see if I would cue up the music, but of course, I'm low tech, and I don't want to get sued, copyrights, all that kind of stuff. But cue up the dun 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 dun. I can't even do it right. So anyway, today we're gonna be talking about Voyager. And could you please tell me who did these colors? These are horrible colors. Anyway, Star Trek Voyager Season 1 in orange. Don't know. So Season 1, we have to watch. Now, the first time you do the series, watch them all. Maybe the fifth time you do the series, watch them all. But then later on, when you get to know them by heart, you can choose your favorites. So, Season 1, you gotta watch episode 1 and 2 with the caretaker. Then episode 3, Parallax, you get to know the characters, getting to know the crew. B'Elanna becomes the chief engineer, spoiler, sorry. Neelix becomes a chef, and Kes becomes involved in doing the vegetables and stuff. Episode 4 is good. Kes has a little bit of a time travel thing. Episode 5, that phage people, they steal Neelix's lungs. Sad. Episode 6, the cloud, they're using the holodeck. Episode 7, Eye of the Needle. That poor Romulan. It's kind of sad at the end, but the episode's good, but it's just a little sad. I don't like 9-10. If you like the Kazon, if you like that storyline, you gotta watch 11. Episode 13, Captain's in the Hollow Room. Episode 14, Torres is split into human and Klingon, 2 separate people. She goes through the whole thing. Episode 15 is Neelix's past. Episode 16, Catherine's in the Hollow Room again. Episode 1 of season 2. I like purple. Purple's my favorite color. The 37th. This is a good episode. I love the 37th. And a shout out to Back to the Future and JD Robb in episode 37 with Harry Kim suggesting that the old farm vehicle is a Hoovercraft. It ain't working. The end of this Episode 37. If you don't have tears in your eyes when the captain walks into the cargo bay at the end of the episode, you solid, because I'm always got tears in my eyes. Episode 2, Chakotay goes on one of his spirit quests, doing a memorial to his dad. Episode 3, the doctor gets split into too many people. Also, for the first time, you meet Lieutenant Barclay, Dwight Schultz, and Dr. Zimmerman. Let's see. My fan club came back. This is my fan club. This is my entire fan club. Big fan club. I know. She likes to watch TV too. This is Miss Smokey. And if you didn't guess, she's Smokey Gray, right? What is it? Allison Brooke, the Carrie Singleton series. She takes her cat to the library. Smokey Joe. I had my Smokey Fires before I read the series. Mine's a girl, by the way. Go on. You can go. Where was it? Episode 3 with the doctor, you get to meet Dwight Schultz and Lieutenant Barclay and Dr. Zimmerman. Episode 5, I mean, it's good, but it's not. I hate the conspiracy type things. Are you pulling out the paper? Look. Harry Kim has the alternate timeline thing. 6, most of it takes place in the holodeck. It's an experience. You can watch. 7, Neelix and Paris get to know each other. They bond over the alien baby. 8, aliens take over the ship. Not good. Another one of Chakotay's past things in 9. See episode 10, The Caretaker, part 2, kind of, sort of. Part 3, kind of, sort of. Episode 12. They get captured on this planet, and Janeway's rescued by a man who thinks he's his father. I forgot to look up who that was. He was famous. Episode 13, B'Elanna plays a robot, and it takes her back and wants to take over the... 14 is the Kazon again. 15, Tom is doing the time warp thing, and him and Janeway end up on the planet as lizards. Tuvok does the mind meld thing, and he becomes violent. The Dreadnought, you get to know Naomi Wildman, but the warhead begins. 18 is our old friend John Dulance comes in with Q. 19, that phage stuff again. 20 is not one of my favorites. Tom goes on a mission. 21 is Deadlock. 22, Tuvok is on the planet with the kids. 23 is Thaw, just not work. 24 is the one where Tuvok and Neelix meld. Somebody else did that. One of the Star Treks. 25, Janeway and Chakotay get a disease and they have to bond on a planet. Season 3. This is the worst color. Ugh. See, the beginning of season 3 is with Seska again. Episode 2 is a flashback, and Sulu from the original Star Trek is in this. And episode 3, Paris and Kim are on the alien planet. Not for me either. 4 is the Swarm with Dr. Zimmerman. 5 is fun with the Ferengi. 6, an alien race infects B'Elanna. 7, Janeway goes on a spiritual quest to help Kes. 8 and 9 are another one of my favorites, with Ed Begley Jr. as the bad guy, and that's where the Doctor gets his mobile emitter. And Sarah Silverman and Ed Begley Jr. star in that one. 10, Kes's body gets taken over by alien. 11, Q's back. 12, Microspasm. 13, Neelix gets in trouble with some old friends. Kim falls in love with a holodeck character. Not good. 15, Janeway gets captured and her mind gets taken over by an alien that pretends to be her for all this. She goes through that whole thing. 16 is the Vulcan thing with the Ponfar that kind of hints at the other stuff. Dakota ends up on a planet with some Borg. He falls in love a little bit. They do this whole Borg thing. 18, the Doctor goes on the holodeck and he becomes evil. 19 is an away mission with Felix and Tuvok. Harry has an episode in 20. Tess does a regression thing, which it goes backward, forward, backward. Yeah. 22, the Doctor makes a life for himself on the holodeck with a family and everything, and it's too Brady Bunchy. It's too Leave It to Beavery, so they mess it up on him, and he doesn't like it. Distant Origins is one of those conspiracy things where the guy discovers their real origins, but the powers that be don't want anybody else to know, and they work against him to prove him wrong. Hey, Asheron. We'll get to this. Shout out to Charlene Kenyon and Asheron trying to prove his girlfriend wrong in the beginning. Displaced aliens replace Voyager's crew. Yeah. 25 is a holodeck program, and it's Sesker and the Marquis. Scorpion, episode 26. 7 of 9. We love Jerry Ryan. So, pretty. This one's pretty. So we gotta watch the Borg. And we gotta watch The Gift when Kes leaves. Sad. But she comes back. Episode 3 is B'Elanna's Day of Ritual. She goes through the whole thing. Tom and B'Elanna's relationship grow. Episode 14 is another Chakotay. It always reminds me of the American Indians. I don't know why. Episode 5, I think the only thing I like about it is Tuvok getting promoted. B'Elanna and the Doctor do a little murder mystery. Episode 6, 7 has memories of her childhood and her assimilation. So that's good. 7 is the beginning of the Astromecha Lab. Episodes 8 and 9, they're good episodes. They're just depressing. It's that year of hell. They're good episodes though, really good, but depressing. 10, B'Elanna gets arrested for having bad thoughts. She's Klingon. Episode 11, Catherine hangs out with Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, what is it? Rice, whatever his name is. Reyes. Mortal Coil starts the Naomi Wildman with Neelix. And Neelix has a sad, reflects on a sad episode in his life. 13, the crew is attacked by aliens. 14 is A Message in a Bottle. Oh, one of my favorite. Andy Dick guest stars in this one. The Doctor gets transferred back to the Alpha Quadrant, and the Romulans have taken over the ship, and it's a really good episode. It's one of my favorites. The Hunters. No, they come back. We've seen them a couple times. But 15 and 16 are like part 1 and 2, and we have a negative first encounter with species 8472. But anyway. I don't like 7 much. 18 and 19, the Nazis. It just reminds me of the Nazis. Thomas. 20 is Tom Paris gets obsessed with the car. Gives me Christine vibes. Stephen King. Unforgettable, an alien makes Chakotay fall in love with him. A demon the ship lands on a harbor planet. 25. 7 spends a great deal of time. They go and do this thing with the radiation, so they gotta put the crew in stasis. So 7 spends the most of the episode alone, and she imagines there was an alien on board and goes to. Good, I like it. 26. Cool. That's cool. It gives it the crew gets a message. They do. They get a message from Starfleet, but the alien changes it to what he wants it to say and not what it actually said. All right, 5. What is it with these colors? Really? 5. Tom Paris and Harry are on the holodeck with Captain Chaotica. If you like Chaotica. 2 is it's good to watch with the Borg, but it has a sad ending. Episode 3, Tom with the shuttle. 4 is a good one. Series 8472 creates the Starfleet homeworld, and what's that guy's name? Ray Walston plays Bigsby, right? Really good episode. I really like that one. Episode 5 is Naomi Wildman on the holodeck with her friends. Episode 6 is a huge fan favorite. They do this. Harry and Chakotay are on the shuttlecraft, and they're doing the slipstream thing, and it works for them, but not for Voyager. And they end up back in the Alpha Quadrant, and they gotta fix time to fix Voyager. One of the best ones. 7 remembers the species, all the species that the Borg eliminated during her time. Not for me. 8, an alien attaches itself to B'Elanna. It's interesting. 9, Tom Paris gets in trouble. It's more Captain Chaotica stuff. I don't understand episode 10. 11 is a conspiracy one. The Doctor's taking all his pictures, and he realizes he's had some time, and he gave them his permission to do this, but because he doesn't remember, he goes to this whole conspiracy thing. I don't know. 12 is more Chaotica. 13 is Tuvok remembering his early Vulcan teenage years. 14 is reminds me of Captain Ahab and the whale. This creature reminds me of a whale, I guess, a huge, massive, huge whale. And he grants your fondest desire if you come into his mouth so he can eat you. 15 is good. Janeway stealing stuff from the Borg. 16, Harry becomes involved in an alien woman. Yeah. 17, I skip except for the wedding part. Chakotay hallucinates being in the boxing ring. 19 is a think tank. Aliens capture stuff. But if you're a Jason Alexander fan and you're a Seinfeld fan, you watch this one. Juggernaut. Voyager tries out to help an alien ship, and they release toxic chemicals. The Doctor and Seven spend time on the holodeck. Someone to watch over me. I can't sing. I'm sorry. I can't sing. 22. One of the best episodes. Huge fan favorite. Catherine Janeway's ancestor in that small town. Huge favorite. Yeah. Another 23 is another favorite. 7 of 9 traveling through time to find the crime thing. Really good episode. Another one of my favorites. I skipped 24. The warhead with its own AI intelligence, whatever. 25 and 26. Voyager finds another ship from the Alpha Quadrant in the Delta Quadrant, and they're killing aliens. I mean, it's good. I mean, you know. Episode 2. We have entered season 6. I guess the green's okay. You think? You think the green's okay? So this part 2 of the alien things, and then 7 meets some members of her initial collective, and they have issues with her. Episode 3 is B'Elanna on the barge of the dead, and I think she meets her mom. 4, some aliens hook into the holodeck program where the Doctor pretends he's in command, so the rest of the crew has to go along with this for the aliens. It's okay. 5 is another one of those Tom and Stephen King with the car. An alien splits Tuvok into human and Vulcan. 7 is good watching. They have to land on this planet. Right? I think that's the one. 8. They find the shuttlecraft from Earth and from like this time period kind of situation. Stuck in this thing. That's a good one to watch too. One small step. Episode 9. I don't like conspiracies. 10 has to be one of your top 5 to watch. The Pathfinder episode with Dwight Schultz. 11, we're back on the holodeck with Fairhaven. Catherine falls in love with that guy. He's a holo program. Episode 12, Blink of an Eye. Daniel Day King from Hawaii Five-0 is in that one. It's another one of my favorites. 13 is Virtuoso. The Doctor becomes worshipped on a planet for his singing. Tunskin Escape, The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, whatever you call him, appears and the whole episode's in a boxing ring. I don't like it. If you're a boxing fan, go ahead, watch it. 16, each up learn and the children's story, and they find out that each of the parents are not good. An alien pretends to be a long dead member of the crew. That doesn't go well. 19, Egypt meets his parents. Episode 20, Janeway hangs out with crew members who we've never seen before on a shuttlecraft. 21 people pretend to be Voyager's crew and they do bad stuff. 22, another one of my top 5. B'Elanna on the planet, and this guy's a playwright, and she helps him write the play. It's one of my favorites. I can watch that a few times. Also, 23, Kes comes back and she's really angry. That's a good one. The Doctor goes back to Earth to save Dr. Zimmerman's life. That's a fun one. 12 is Neelix telling us a story. 26, part 1, 7 finds a planet. In her recuperating thing, in her alcove. That's what alcove. During her dream, she finds the planet where the other people that have been assimilated hide during their sleep time. So that's the end of 6 and the beginning of 7. I like pink. So Janeway gets involved in part 2, and they try and help those people. The rest of the kids leave in episode 2, the Borg kids, and each have, against 7's request, saves her life. What's the Stargate episode? Crew members and car race. Episode 4 I skip. Episode 5 I skip. Episode 6 is Ferengi. They're on that planet, and I think they try and make the people think that they're gods. The Doctor, this is a fun episode. A couple of the series have done this. The Doctor takes over 7's body and he gets to feel life. 8, Neelix, 7, Neelix and Harry go on an adventure and they meet Ron Glass. He was in Barney Miller, wasn't he? Flesh and Blood, those hunters are back. The energy, episode 10, an energy field divides the ship into different time zones, and Sisko and the Marquis are back. I think that's a Chakotay-driven episode. B'Elanna has issues about her oncoming child. Voyager transports some prisoners, not for me. The Klingons believe that, and this one will go into the books. The Klingons believe that B'Elanna's child is their prophecy, like they're Jesus or something. So 14, the ship is pulled into a void where they have to fight other ships. 15 and 16 are the whole Voyager crew, their minds are erased and implanted with new memories on this planet for a workforce. I like part 2 more than 1, but it works. It's a 2-parter. It works. 7 tries to be more human in 17. She makes a hologram program with Chakotay books. Episode 18 is our time with the Q. Now he is on Picard. The Doctor publishes a novel in 19 and he gets in a lot of trouble. 20, another old Earth one. Chakotay and 7 find themselves on a planet alone. More of the Chakotay 7 relationship. Um, 22, Neelix finds his own people on that asteroid planet, and he leaves Voyager. And 23, the Janeway is captured, and they force the alien the Doctor to do stuff against the ship. And then, of course, the homecoming. And they do all that. The other Janeway comes back in time, and they do all that stuff, and they come through the wormhole, and what? Okay. So you finished the TV series. You're like, what now? They came through the wormhole. I got my other fan base. Yeah. Miss Sandy. She's got a sandy face. See? She wants to go kill the boys. Goodbye. She wants to kill the boys. Okay. So, they come through the wormhole. And you're like, what? That's it? They come. That's it? So, to find out, you have to get the book. Christie Golden, Homecoming. And this picks up immediately what happens with Tom and B'Elanna and their baby, and what happens when Tom's father meets B'Elanna and the baby, what happens with the crew, the Doctor with Seven. We're going to reflect a little bit on Star Trek Next Generation and Data. Because of all that stuff way back in the series with the Doctor in the book, we want to try and make the Doctor declared a real person, and a little bit of Seven's story in here. So, got to see this one. A lot of Annika Hansen, that's right. A lot of that. Sorry. Chakotay in Old Wounds, the Spirit Walk. I don't like when other people impersonate people's, so it's not. It also starts the B'Elanna storyline. I would not have chosen to go live on Klingon, but that was B'Elanna, and Tom loves her, so they went. And they go and do the old rescue. Christie Golden does the old rescue. And I don't know why or what happened, but Christie Golden retired, I guess. I'm sorry. Oh, I just took my place out. Oh well. Christian Beyer takes over the series. She's a writer on Picard. What do my notes say here? So B'Elanna and them are missing, and Chakotay and Tom are going to go rescue them. This feels like a advanced reader's copy, but it's not. It's almost 500 pages, like 488 or something like that. The print is really teeny tiny, but it's a good book. And deals a lot of B'Elanna with Tom and the family life. And I skipped a book. My notes. Sorry. Unworthy. I'm elderly. I like elderly. Sorry. String. I know it was a thing the other day. Oh, this is another one of those impersonating peoples. They're dealing with the Borg. Unworthy. I didn't make notes. I'm a bad person. Tom and B'Elanna dealing with family life. Harry and Tom working through their issues with each other, and more into Annika Hansen. Okay. Children of the Storm. Reminiscing. Oh, sorry. Oh, took my place back. Oh well. Of Chaotica. We talk about Captain Proton, species 8472, Kess. An old friend makes an appearance. Neelix is in this. Tuvok and his wife are serving under Captain Riker. We learn about a new series in this book. And I'm sorry. The Eternal Tide is the next book in the series. 385 pages. It's a Q book. I'm not a fan of all these different timelines. You have to like really pay attention and get your mind on. Well, this is about this part, and then when they go to the other part, you got to go to the other part. It just doesn't work for me. Book 9. Book 9, The Protectors. And the note is, as the Federation struggles to recover from the Borg invasion, a Starfleet that has already taken heavy loss is challenged by the emerging power of the Typhon Pact. The Full Circle fleet has been devastated by the force of the Omega Continuum, and the narrative continues just after the return of Vice Admiral Catherine Janeway. Protectors. And Act of Contrition. Sorry. Where is the... Okay. Billions killed by the Borg, hundreds of starships destroyed, a new threat in the rising power of the Typhon Pact, but the United Federation of Planets will not let this define who they are and what they will do. Atonement. And I love the historian notes. They're the best. The Borg invasion has left billions dead, world shattered, and Starfleet in tatters. Now Starfleet Medical believes a catatomic plague is spreading on the worlds that managed to survive the invasion. Dr. and Lieutenant Samantha Wildman have learned that a rogue plague Starfleet commander has artificially manufactured the plague, while Seven begins to understand blah blah blah. Atonement. And A Pocket Full of Lies is the next one. And historian's note. Admiral Catherine Janeway leads the Full Circle Fleet, Voyager, Vesta, Galen, and Demeter on a mission of exploration in the Delta Quadrant. And Architects of Infinity is the next one. And I have lost all my fans. Admiral Catherine Janeway leads the Full Circle Fleet Voyager, Vista, Galen, and Demeter on a mission of exploration in the Delta Quadrant. Continuation. And the final book in the series, because I think she got heavily involved in Picard more, To Lose the Earth, and to find out how it ends, To Lose the Earth. Where's my fanboy? Smokey! Oh well. So, I hope you will take up the Voyager series. The show's good. The books are good, interesting. Especially the first two, The Homecoming. And the Further Ashore. Where's the? Sorry. How did I lose? If you read anything, you read these two, because they will answer a tremendous amount of questions. But if you want to see your family, your Voyager family again, do the rest of them. They're good. So please like and subscribe, please. And you can help me learn sign language. We can do it together, tomorrow, later. I'm terrible at this. I'm beginner. So let's see. Have a good day. And I talk to you later. I don't know. Please like, subscribe. My fan base of 2, I don't know where they went. But thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. I try so hard. And definitely, if you're a Stargate fan, well, if you're a Voyager fan, watch all the Voyager stuff and do the Voyager books. And then when you do all that, go over to Stargate. There's 10 seasons. Well, actually 15, because you've got Atlantis. And then you've got the movies. And if anybody knows Jason Momoa, put a little thing in his head, if he wants. I mean, you know. But maybe if he pitches to Amazon. Yeah, right. Sorry. I'm blabbing again. Have a good one. Please like and subscribe, please. Thank you.